Now then, people, it's Joe, it's ALLLEEDSTV. That there is Oscar from ALLLEEDSTV. How we doing, guys? I hope you're doing fantastically well. 150 odd people watching already, and we've hardly just started. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, it's Monday night football, it's Leeds United content, it's ALLLEEDSTV content, and of course, your live lineup reaction. I'm already seeing the lineup in front of me on my TV, and I can see there's an inclusion. There's a very, very big inclusion that I'm excited about. Please, guys, before we get in, as always, smash a like on the video. If you're watching on Twitter, please drop us a retweet. Please smash a like on the video. As always, we aim for at least 1,000 watchers. We do that by smashing a like. So please do that and support the channel as best you can. You know, we're creating a community. It's the same faces week in, week out, day after day, and we're really appreciative of that fact. Oscar, the lineups come up. I'm quite surprised to see an individual not in there. However, I'm very surprised to see another individual in there. So exciting times, bro. Take us through the lineup.
Right.
How are we doing?
Let's go for it. Let's go for it. So, first and foremost, we have in goal Mr. Illan Meslier.
Boom.
At right back, Luke Ayling.
Nice.
Then centre-back pairing, as always, well, has been as the last couple of weeks, it is Diego Llorente, who is here.
Yeah.
And Liam Cooper on the left of the two, who is here. Left back, it looks like Stuart Dallas is playing. And returning to the starting lineup tonight against West Ham to take on Declan Rice.
It's
Calvin
your boy
Phillips.
Calvin.
He's in.
Yeah.
He's in. It's absolute scenes. It is absolute scenes. But just just ahead of him is Mateusz Klich. And who's next? Who's playing alongside Mateusz Klich? It is Tyler Roberts. Rodrigo doesn't start.
Okay.
But that's not the end of it. On the right-hand side, we have Helder Costa, who keeps his place in the starting 11. And then on the left, we have Rafinha. And up top, we have Patrick Bamford. I'm just going to bring up the full team selection here so we can see the bench as well. But initial thoughts, mate. Initial thoughts.
Look, centre-back partnership, I think Strauch hasn't even travelled. You'll bring the bench up. I think he might have picked up a knock, but I fully expected, if I'm honest, I fully expected the centre-back partnership to be Llorente and Cooper, regardless of if Strauch was fit. We said that last night on the big match preview for those that watched. I did make the claim that I thought KP would come in as well as Rodrigo. Obviously, Rodrigo hasn't, and maybe that's, a little bit of faith with Roberts. I know people don't rate him that much, but ultimately he has created a number of goals over the last 3 or 4 games. Yeah. And, that's what Bielsa will be looking at, is his goal contributions. Yes, we'd rather have Rodrigo in there as a fan base, if I'm being totally honest. I don't really put it down to match fitness because Calvin's been put in. And that's just my opinion. I think he's gone with Roberts because he backs the lad. And then, of course, the real shock for me, listen, I advocated Costa starting in the previous game, Oscar, but I think the real shock for me, mate, is the fact that Costa keeps his place, especially with
absolutely
West Ham likely to play with a low block, and whether or not Costa can unlock that. Playing on the counter is a different animal, but I'm not sure he's that good on the right against a low block side. Just my opinion. And I can see comments coming in that people are quite surprised that Roberts and Costa. Definitely Costa. What are your overriding thoughts, mate?
Yeah, I'm surprised by that, to be honest. I thought Costa didn't take his opportunity last week. I'm a bit surprised Roberts is starting after your bold prediction of Rodrigo. But to be fair, I still think the biggest positive out of Phillips, Rodrigo, Harrison is still Phillips. Phillips been in there. Yeah. I'd take not having Rodrigo and Harrison in there for Phillips. No doubt about it. We're a different team with Phillips in that holding midfield role. So it changes the complexion of the game. Okay, you can ask the question, is Phillips ready to play a full 90? Who knows? But he's obviously Bielsa's seen enough there to say, yes, he can do a job for at least an hour or so. So I'm happy enough with that. Look, it's a big one. It's a big game, this, for Costa and Roberts. And Chris Kelly's just alluded to it there. Top man, Chris. Top man. Lovely little donation that to the channel.
Yeah, thank you,
very much appreciated, as always, the top man that is Chris. Costa and Roberts, this has to be their last chance to take a regular start with Rodrigo, etc. coming back. Hope they have a screamer. We will see. It's spot on. It is spot on.
He's bang on. He's bang on. Chris is very rarely not bang on, to be fair.
No, of course,
to be fair to him. I don't want to blow smoke up his arse, but he's very knowledgeable. And
spot on.
Yeah, and I think you bang on, because if Roberts has a stinker today, then know that for Chelsea at home next Saturday, Rodrigo comes back in, because by then he's fit, he's ready, he's raring to go. I do think we'll see Rodrigo today as well. It goes without saying. I think he will come on the pitch. We could even see him at our time, bro. We know that Bielsa will make bold decisions, and if it's not working, he will put them on. I am really surprised with the Harrison Costa thing, but I agree with Chris. Yeah. It's their last chance, isn't it? It's their last chance for that. Yeah, Christopher Junction says, major smoke gone up there. Blowing smoke up his ass. Let's just go back to that sub bench. It is correct. Well. Just go back to the sub bench, because I've heard a few people say it's harsh on Strauch. I received a text earlier on from our very own Phil Miles, who advised me that Pascal hadn't travelled with the squad. So yes, admittedly it is harsh, but it does look like he's picked up a knock, hence why he isn't on the sub bench. The rest of the subs, obviously no Pablo Hernandez as well. That's another glaring admittance. Whether or not he's picked up a knock, we're not sure. I'm sure we'll find out on Twitter. But you've got Caprile, Alioski, Leif Davis, Gaetano Berardi for his first Premier League appearance. Jenkins, Huggins, Harrison, Poveda and Rodrigo. And even with the inclusion of Poveda, Berra coming back, the bench has a stronger feel, Oscar.
More experience, more know-how on that bench. People who have played, over 100 games was on that bench. Yeah, definitely. And I can only echo Chris's thoughts on Costa and Roberts, because Roberts is going to look at Rodrigo and think, if I don't perform in this first 45 minutes, Rodrigo's going to come on and I'm not going to start another game this season. That will be part of his thinking, because it's correct. It is 100% correct. It wouldn't surprise anyone if Rodrigo comes on at half-time here, to be fair. Absolutely. And Harrison comes on at half-time for Costa. You can possibly see it if we don't start the game well. But the bench, that's the thing now. It's not a case of, if we do go behind in the game, we've got a weak bench. There's a lot of game changers there. Rodrigo, Harrison, in these kind of games, Rodrigo especially has proved very useful. I think in the Newcastle against the low block. I'm thinking the West Brom against the low block. Yeah. Yes, West Ham are a different class, completely different class, but similar kind of style. But they're just better at doing what they do. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that bench. I think obviously Berardi. I think it's good having someone like that, in and around the dressing room now. I think a little bit of leadership as such, and I think it's all good. The only disadvantage is obviously Struijk being injured. Like Struijk.
I assume so anyway. I'm only assuming.
So. It's stunning if not. It would be really surprising.
The fact that he wouldn't make the bench. I think I'm just looking on social media. There is no noise of him being injured, but you would assume so. Pablo doesn't seem to be injured. Just admitted from the matchday squad. I think I agree with some people in the comments that said his head's probably in Spain. No Kiko Casilla as well, which is quite glaring. We actually got a tweet of someone saying they'd spotted him in Starbucks a couple of hours ago, so he obviously hadn't travelled. So that's an interesting one as well. I think we're all okay with that, but it's interesting that he doesn't even make the matchday squad as well. Maybe he's on his way in the summer. I think we would all be happy with that, just to get him off the wage bill, if anything else. But guys, 500 people watching now. Please smash a like on the stream, share, subscribe, all that jazz. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. It massively helps us out. Oscar, let's go through that West Ham lineup, mate.
No problem. It's coming up on screen now.
We were discussing that. Obviously, with Lingard now in the side. What about a front three of Bowen, Benrahma, Lingard? How's it gone?
Right, so the West Ham team. The West Ham team is as follows. So in goal, we have Lucas Fabianski, Vladimir Kufal at right back, Craig Dawson, Issa Diop at centre back, Aaron Creswell left back. It looks like a holding midfield pairing of Declan Rice, Thomas Souček. And then, Benrahma is in. Lingard is also in. Fornals is in. I'm not sure exactly what kind of formation that'll be around Antonio.
I think Benrahma off the right, possibly. Probably. Fornals on the left, yeah.
I think so. Lingard through the middle. And, of course, Antonio up top. Then if you look at the bench, Dave Martin, former Leeds player Dave Martin, Trott on the bench. I'm not sure who Trott is. Ben Johnson on the bench. Balbuena. Mark Noble, which is surprising. And I'll do Beko as well, who's also on the bench. So it's a bit of a surprise, to be fair.
Yeah, I think the big surprise for me is the fact that Bowen's out and in comes Benrahma. I did say though, I mean, I keep getting this right, but I did fancy. I even said to the West Ham fans who were quite questionable over it, I still fancied him to play Benrahma in this game. David Moyes looks at Benrahma and sees this as an ideal game for him. If you remember, he got his first start, I think, against Leeds. So he really rates him in this type of game up against us as opposition, you know, beating that man on a one-on-one basis. Obviously, it is quite frightening, that front three or four, as it were, you know, Anton, not so much Fornells, he still can do a job, of course, and as Corey tells us, he's in there more probably from a defensive standpoint to back up Creswell. But I do think, you know, the link-up of Lingard, Benrahma and Antonio can cause us problems all night, to be fair.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's a really, really good front four, that, to be fair. And that's part of the reason why they are where they are in the table. You know, let's not forget that. You know, I think the result of Everton's going for them at the minute, they know in terms of incentive that if they win this game, they effectively almost break into that top four. So we've got that to worry about a little bit, you know, in terms of they're going to be right up for this from the off. And I think there will be an early goal for either team. I think there will be an early goal. I think it will start off a really sort of crazy pace of the game, and I think it could be a good game potentially, as long as we score first. But yeah, look, even you look at the defence as well. Diop's come in. That's a change. Obviously, no Ogbonna available tonight. So I do think Ogbonna is probably one of their best centre backs. I think him and Dawson have formed a good centre back pairing. Obviously, Kufal and Creswell have been ever present in kind of the full back positions. But yeah, I think obviously
I do think Bamford's movement can get at Dawson and Diop all day.
Yeah, I think so. Certainly Diop. I think he's not been, I think, play for West Ham. He's not been convincing. He's kind of always been the third or fourth choice centre back. So 100%, you know, Bamford can play off that for me. And even the players around him can, you know, in terms of your Rafinhas, Roberts, Rodrigo off the bench, Harrison, Costa. We have a lot of attacking talent too. I know it's easy to look at that West Ham team and kind of panic, but we've got talent too. You know, I still think, I'd actually say tonight, we've probably even got more firepower off the bench than West Ham. I really would, to be fair. I think West Ham, a couple of injuries there. I think we've got more goals on the bench, to be honest, in this game, which is a rare thing for us.
It is, mate. You're right. You're bang on. It is rare. And like I say, I think, you know, I'm excited for the game. I think the fact that Calvin comes in now straight away gives me a little bit more confidence. I know, though, that, you know, Benrahma did a bit of a job, you know, dragged him around the pitch a little bit, and whether or not that's Lingard's job this time around. But, you know, I think I'm more confident with, say, Stuart Dallas in there, you know, Stuart Dallas in there as well, to be wary of whoever plays from the right, whether or not it's Lingard, whether or not it's Benrahma. We'll have to wait and see. I'm a lot more confident than having Jani there, if I'm being totally honest. You know, I think just having Calvin there is so much stronger, because we know the job that was done on Calvin in that first fixture. He was largely ineffective, and Rice was really good. But I think if Strauch's in there, the difference in quality is even more glaring for me. So I'm just really confident that he's in there. And like you say, we now have some game changers on the bench. Christopher Junctions said, for Oscar's meter lad, there has been a few times where Oscar's dropped in and out, but nothing too concerning. But yeah, thanks for the
better than before. It is.
I'll wire him that 199 straight over, and he can put it in the
process. It's a process, as they say. You know, it's a process. Leeds didn't get promoted first time around. You know, you can't expect quality Wi-Fi first time around. You know, give us a break, man. Give us a break.
Yeah. Give him a break, man. He's got a booster and everything. He's been out and bought.
I haven't got the booster. I've got the booster out.
He's smashing it, man. Continue to smash a like on the stream as well. I just wanna shout out as well Thomas King. Thomas King is 21 on Friday. Watches the channel all the time with his dad Alan. We've had a lovely message come in from his auntie Janet. So we just want to say that, you know, your auntie Janet has sent us a message, Thomas, just to say happy birthday for Friday on your 21st. Big shout out to the family. They all watch, you know. She won't mind me saying, I don't think she will anyway, but Janet's actually 60-year-old, and this is part of her match day staple. So it just shows you it's a family thing. Big shout out Thomas King, 21, his dad, Alan, that watches, and of course Janet as well for the lovely message and the show of support. You know, we're building up a community Thank you so much, and have a great birthday, mate. Hopefully we can
Happy
get
birthday, mate. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's a shame you can't do a normal 21 in terms of, but you will be able to soon. You will be able to soon. But what better place to be than watching all these TV, mate? What better place? It is a great substitute, isn't it? To be fair,
it is. It's probably the only substitute.
It is. Oh, come on! It's a great substitute. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the only one. It's still a great one. That's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna go off. That's what I'm going to go off anyway. But guys, the like thing we're doing tonight is if you smash a like. You like Vinny, basically. Smash a like for Vinny there in the thingy. It's been emotional. Smash a like for Vinny. I'm running out of things now, but smash a like for Vinny. If you don't smash a like, you don't like Vinny. So there you go.
If you smash a like on the video, Calvin comes back with a vengeance, has an amazing performance, outshines Declan Rice, and gets a starting spot in the England squad coming. I think released on the 18th of March. Fingers crossed for Paddy. Fingers crossed for Paddy. Although I will say, if Gareth Southgate's at this game again, every time he comes to a game, Bamford draws a blank. So I'm hoping he's not at the game tonight because he's been at Wolves. He's been last time out against Villa, you know, so hopefully he's not there.
If you're watching Emmerdale, mate.
Yeah. Probably, man. Probably will be watching Emmerdale. Guys, remember, as always, tonight, it's a late one. I understand some of you might have school in the morning, you might have work, etc. We're going to be doing...
Join us. No excuses.
No excuses.
Don't do excuses.
Yeah, we have this, and then we've got your live watch-along. We're going to be joined by Rhiannon and Tasha on the live watch-along as well. So there's going to be 4 of us. We'll make sure we're synced up beforehand. But yeah, there's going to be 4 of us on the watch-along. We'll then have your post-match reaction, which will include myself, Oscar and Phil. And if there's any outlandish comments, again, no doubt we'll bring KG and Chris in just to put Oscar and Phil in the place.
It's Phil. It was Phil for the last time. I mean, Phil's already sent the warnings out on Twitter. He's already got the warnings in.
Yeah, he has. That was class. It was class. And then after that, so that's at 10:30. I know we normally do around 30 minutes, 45 minutes to be fair post-match. And then after that, we're going to be doing your live player ratings as well. And this time, if we have lost, and this time if it is late, we will be quick, I assure you. Because last time I said to our lass, we're going to be quick, order field, it's okay. And we ended up doing about an hour and a half. So yeah.
It was longer than that, mate. It was pushing 2 hours in the end. Yeah. That's not my fault. You were thinking, right, we're going to invite like the whole of the Leeds content team into this stream, but it was a good one. But there will be quicker. It will be quicker for you this one, guys.
Definitely. Hermione Fairlove's just said only half of you have hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Yeah, if you're watching for the first time, please smash a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, if you're a West Ham fan,
thanks, mate.
I mean, listen.
I like the little bit. Little bit.
Oscar's just come from work. This is what I'm saying. He's dedicated to the cause. He's come flying in from work. Not even had any tea. Not even had a time for a coffee or a brew. He's just ran straight in and got on this, right? So, come on. Dedication to the cause, man. You forget. It takes a lot of work, this. You think we just switch it on and it's good to go. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, man. So, yes, Oscar does look a bit of a knob, but there's reasons for it.
It wasn't look a bit of a knob, just I'm a bit of a knob was the thing, I think. Was it that? I don't know. Anyway, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. You're all entitled to your opinions. But 500, over 500 you're in this. Absolute scenes.
Absolute scenes. Oscar, I mean, we've had a lot of comments coming about the weakest link as well. That was absolutely fab. We both got screwed in the end. You know,
we did.
Yeah, wasn't good, was it, mate?
Part and parcel. It wasn't part and parcel. I mean, the collar's getting mentions now as well. The collar, the oversized collar. Oh, you know. Look,
I mean, you got dug out yesterday of having a collar that was actually a club merchandise. Do you know what I mean?
Playing the player, playing the game. You know what I mean? It's not my fault. Yeah, the club merchandise isn't very good. It is good. I think it's a good jacket, but oh no. My fashion sense gets criticised every single week on this.
We've even someone said Oscar needs a shave, and I'm sat here with a squirrel on my chin. I've got basically what you could class as a squirrel on my chin, and Oscar's getting told he needs a shave. What's going on there?
It's not even that bad. I probably will shave it at some point, but you know, if I come on to the next stream clean shaven, you know, you'll have got to me. So you know. part and parcel, isn't it? But guys, keep smashing that like, you absolute bunch of legends.
Let's smash the like. So we're going to be live back at Court 2 with Oscar, Tash, Rhiannon, and myself. Head straight on over there. I'll be on over there now anyway, so if you want to put any comments in, we'll respond to them. But I think that's it. I think anything you want to leave us with, I think we're all excited that Calvin makes a side, mate. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
This is an interesting comment. Grow it till we break the curse. No, I'm not. No, that's not happening. I'm not putting anything on that. But yeah, no. Look, I feel more confident having seen that in team lineups. I feel a lot more confident than I did last night, and I was pretty confident last night, to be fair. So I'd take a draw. I think we can possibly do better than that. But if we get something from this game, it's good progression from the team. Calvin in there. Even if he can only play an hour, I think is still a big bonus for us. Let's hope he can get through it injury-free. No, I mean, look, even Llorente, we talk about now. Llorente, we take it for granted now. He's going to get through 90s now. Yeah, he's done 2 in a row. He's fit as a fiddle, that lad. So we'll be sound. We'll be sound, I think, today. Yeah,
for those asking for score predictions, we'll give you them ahead of the live watch-along, which, of course, starts at Court to 8. So we'll see you there at Court to 8. Keep it locked to ALLLEEDSTV as per as well. And we've got some exciting news coming over the next few days. You could become a member of ALLLEEDSTV. So keep it locked at ALLLEEDSTV. We'll have a video during the week. Keep it locked. You could become a member. You could join us on the show. All this sort of stuff. Exciting times ahead for those that want to join us on this journey. So thank you very much. We'll see you back here at Court 2. And I think we'll just play that track, brother.
Yeah, play the track.
Play that track.